Hi and welcome to the Bidfood Kitchen. What an episode we've got lined up for you today. I'm Heather, Nutrition Manager at Bidfood, and I'm joined by one of our expert chefs, Stuart.
Hi.
There's a growing interest in how food and nutrition can help support not only our physical health, but also our mind and mood. It's important to mention that nutrition in the mind is a relatively new area of scientific research, with lots still to learn. However, today we're going to guide you through a few simple principles that can be applied in schools to help support children in this way. And of course, we're going to show 2 delicious recipes that Chef Stuart has designed with these principles in mind. So if you'd like to learn more about this topic, stay tuned to find out how this looks for both primary and secondary schools. I think it's time to see what's on the menu. Chef, what are you cooking for us today?
So today for primary schools, we're going to be making a vegan lentil dal with an accompaniment of a whole wheat flatbread flavoured with coriander. And then for secondary schools, we're going to be making a chicken jambalaya.
That sounds delicious. Let's get started.
So what we're going to do then is we're going to make the lentil dal first. So we've got all of our ingredients here. We've got quite a few convenience ingredients and quite a few everyday favourite ingredients. We've got already frozen and diced onions for speed, coconut milk, got red lentils.
Nice. We've
got all of our spices, so we've got garam masala, turmeric, everything like that. So what we're trying to do is incorporate flavour into the young palate. So we'll start with that. So first of all, we'll start with the oil. Put in the pan. That's nice and hot. And then we're going to add our onions. And what we're going to do is we're just going to brown them onions off. So they'll take a couple of seconds to brown off. Now I'm going to reduce it off the heat to add the seasonings because I don't want to burn the seasonings. So now the onions are browned, I'll bring it over and I'm just going to add my spice mixes in. So one after the other. Then we'll just give them a stir. We're also going to add the garlic and ginger into there as well. And we're just going to put that back on the stove, let it heat for a couple of seconds.
And when you're out and about in school, Chef, is this the kind of flavours that you're seeing? Stronger flavours, more exciting? Is that what children are after?
Yeah, I think so. You know, the key to me is we like education, we like teachers. So we're teaching young palates to experience these flavours, introducing different things to them. So teachers teach English, geography, the cooks, the chefs, they teach about food. So, you know, we develop our palates throughout the year, and it's just all these different flavours add to that taste sensation so they can recognise different things and spices. Very trendy at the moment. So we're adding spice to children's food earlier than we maybe used to traditionally. So it's like nostalgia and then we twist it.
Yeah.
So adding things like chimichurri to shepherd's pie. So we're adding different flavours so that we're getting, you know, students used to more of a different palate.
Yeah, definitely. It's exciting introducing those flavours from around the world.
Oh, it is definitely. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to add our wet ingredients. So now these are all sauteed off and the spices are cooked out. We're going to add our lentils first into there. So they'll be nice and soft when we're cooking them. We're going to add our coconut milk in there as well. The coconut milk will add a lovely richness to it.
Yeah. And
it also adds that sort of creamy, fatty element to it as well. We're going to add our tomatoes. So these are just chopped tomatoes that come in a tin.
Yep.
So nothing, you know, you don't have to do all the prep and peel tomatoes and everything else. And then we're just going to literally put that back on the stove on a lowish to medium heat and let it cook until them lentils are nice and soft. So.
And developing this recipe, we've made sure that it includes 2 of your 5 a day, haven't we? So that comes from the onions, the chopped tomatoes, and the other vegetables. Also the lentils count as 1 of your 5 a day.
Definitely. I mean, you know, it's so important that we introducing more pulses to our diet. You know, it just adds fibre, the pulses, everything we need to add in. You know, maybe if you look at years ago at what we ate, it maybe wasn't the most nutritious thing for us. So now we're more conscious, we're more aware, we can add them things in at an early age, helps you know, helps our students, our children, make more informed choice later on in life.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. And we've done some analysis on our recipes, and the red lentils in this recipe are a source of folate, and folate contributes to normal psychological function. So we're making sure to get all those key ingredients in there for the children.
And that's a new word for me. I'll be honest, I had to Google it. So once this is cooked down, what we're going to do is we'll have this. So I made this earlier, like all good chefs on TV cameras. So what we've done is we've cooked the dal down, and as you can see, it's got a lovely sort of creamy texture to it now.
Yeah, looks great.
And then we're going to serve it in our bowl here. So we're just going to serve it up. Just get ourselves a nice little ladle.
Smells amazing.
It does, doesn't it? We're just going to serve that up onto there. Like I said, we've got our wholemeal flatbread, which is just basically wholemeal flour, fresh coriander, water, made into little patties, dry pan fried, and then it's great for a pick up eat. You know, we're working on the skills of children to pick up, eat, use our hands.
Yeah.
We talked about brain function.
Yeah, definitely. There's most
mind to hands.
skills.
Perfect.
Brilliant.
Would you like to try?
Yes, let's do it.
Let's go. Got a nice little spoon for you here. Dive on in.
Thank you.
See what you think.
It's great. Lots of flavour, not too spicy.
Yeah.
And I like that you haven't cooked the lentils down too much, so it's still got a great texture about it.
Bite. So it's all about the textures, flavours. That's what we want. We almost want them to dance on the tongue of a child.
Yeah.
That's what we want.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Brilliant.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Now that we've seen one of the dishes, let's explore those nutrition principles that can be applied to school menus. Our first principle is basic yet essential, and that is a healthy, balanced diet. So this means eating a wide variety of foods in the right proportions, such as fruits, vegetables, whole grain carbohydrates, and oily fish. This is important because foods contain different amounts and combinations of nutrients, which play important roles in the body and help children grow, develop, and stay healthy. Number 2 is regular meals and snacks. This is important as it helps regulate blood sugar levels. When blood sugar levels are too low, this can affect children's mood, their ability to concentrate, and their behaviour in school. And finally, focus on fibre. Fibre is a type of carbohydrate that our bodies can't digest and is important for maintaining a healthy digestive system. Fibre may also help increase the levels of beneficial bacteria that live in our gut. And whilst the science in this area is still emerging, there's a growing body of evidence that highlights the importance of these friendly bacteria on various aspects of our health, such as brain function. And you want to aim to get fibre from a variety of plant foods, so just keep that diversity piece in mind. Now, depending on a child's age, the recommendations for fibre are different. 5 to 11-year-olds need around 20 grams, 11 to 16-year-olds need around 25 grams, and adults should aim for 30 grams of fibre per day. Okay, Chef, tell us about this jambalaya for secondary schools.
So for secondary schools, we've come up with a chicken jambalaya. It incorporates most of what you've just been speaking about there. So we've got the brown rice, the fresh chicken, we've got the peppers as well, and the onions. So what we're going to do is, first of all, we're going to put our chicken into saute.
Great.
So we just put that in the pan. Like I said, we've got all the ingredients again. We've got garlic, which is good for the body, I believe.
Yeah, it does actually count as part of your 5 a day.
Brilliant. So vampires, 5 a day. So we'll be all right there. So what we've got here is we've got the chicken sauteed. We just got that here. So we're just going to brown the chicken off. Then we're going to add our peppers into there. So just diced peppers. This is 3 whole peppers here.
Yeah.
Into there. And then we're just going to add our diced onion in as well.
And again, we've designed this recipe to be 2 of your 5 a day with all these vegetables and the chopped tomatoes.
Yeah, just put that on. Again, we've used convenience as well. So we've got chopped tomatoes. We've got a couple of our spice mixes. So this is our blackened Cajun spice. Nice. So we want to add a little bit of heat, a little bit of flavour, a little bit of spice.
Yeah.
Because what we find is students at this age, they're very influenced by high street, trends, TikTok, Instagram, you know, all that sort of stuff.
Platforms.
They, at this age, they can actually go out into the high street and buy food. So they might meet with their friends, socialise. So we want to recreate that. What they eat out is what we can do in the school.
Yeah.
So it's perfect.
More trend-led than primary schools then, do you think?
Definitely, yeah. Trends, you know, if it's popular everywhere else, they'll eat it.
Yeah.
So, you know, that again, it's back to the old classic dishes, maybe not so much, but flavours from around the world, that's what they eat.
Yeah.
That's what they want to eat. So we've got that here. So what we're going to do now is we just sweat them down. Just going to give that a stir, and then we're going to add in our wet ingredients. So we've got the tomatoes again. In they go.
Brilliant.
We've got the Cajun. Got the the garlic. And again, we've just used a convenience garlic here, so it's already chopped. So one of our products is already chopped.
Yeah, great.
Small paprika, so that'll add that lovely roundedness, and as well as a little bit of heat.
Yeah, nice smoky flavour.
Yeah. We're going to add a little bit of stock. Just not too much, just a little bit. We're going to add the rice.
Oh, so it all goes in the same.
All in the same pan, one pan dish. And then what we'll do is we'll stir this all up, and we'll add it into the oven. So all of that mixed up. We're going to put it back on the stove for a couple of seconds, just to warm everything through.
Yeah. We've done our analysis on this one as well, and this recipe contains peppers, which are a source of vitamin C, and vitamin C contributes to the reduction of tiredness and fatigue.
Yeah. And am I right in thinking this is school food standards compliant as well?
Yes, it
So
is.
it hits all the targets.
Yeah, definitely with the whole grain carbohydrates, the portion sizes for the vegetables and the chicken, so it ticks all the boxes.
Yeah, brilliant. And again, what we've done is we've created these dishes on Bidfood Direct. So we test them. It has the traffic light system on there as well.
It does, yeah.
So it says everything we need to know on there. So if you're a customer who uses Bidfood Direct, these recipes are already on the website. And we also have meal plans. We have weekly meal plans. We have dishes, recipes. You've got to have a look. There's loads of information on there.
Yeah.
And it's all obviously tested
It is.
and nutritional. So again, make use of it.
Yeah, lots of great inspiration for sure.
So what we've got now is we've just sweated that down. Just warmed it up really, because we're going to finish this in the oven. So what we're going to do is we're going to put it into an oven tray. So jambalaya is baked. So we're just going to put this into the tray, put it in the oven. And like, again, all great TV chefs, we have one ready in the oven.
Brilliant.
So we'll have this for tea later.
Sounds good.
So we're just going to pour that in there.
And what would you say that chefs can do to make sure they're cooking things that children really want to eat, chef?
For me, it's all about getting out on the high street, seeing what's out there, because that's where they see. That's what we see. So chefs need to get out, have a look around, you know, ask parents, ask students, have a student forum if you want.
Yeah, definitely.
Talk to the students, because it might be something that they all seem to like. But if we don't go out into the area and see it, we don't see it.
Yeah.
You know, we're quite enclosed, you're in the kitchen, you're working, so we need to get outside, speak to people, and find out what's new, what's hot, what's trending.
Yeah.
Because that's what the students want to eat.
Yeah, definitely.
Right, I'll put this in the oven.
I guess we can also look at what's in the supermarkets as well, what's in the shops.
Brilliant. If you look in supermarkets, retail is normally ahead.
Yeah.
So if you see it in a supermarket, it's not long before it's in food service. So yeah, perfect.
Good source of inspiration.
So what we've got here is, we've got our next one. So here's one I made earlier. So as you can see, the liquid's been soaked up now. You can smell them flavours, yeah? You can really smell the peppers, the Cajun, the tomatoes. So all it is we then get our dish. We're just going to spoon it up. So again, it's all absorbed now. So all them flavours have been absorbed into that rice. You know, it's not gone anywhere else. The chicken will be lovely and soft. Spices come through. I mean, I can smell them now.
Nice and colourful as well, isn't it?
And again, we eat with our eyes.
Yeah.
So if it's colourful, we will try it. You know, if it's something that looks bland and beige and boring, your senses almost say it's not going to taste nice.
It's important to entice children with the colours as well.
And with this as well, a good portion, good hearty portion on that. So again, we've got that. And we're just going to finish it with a few spring onions.
Nice, bit more colour, another pop.
Again. And also spring onions are really good because they add a little bit of heat.
Yeah.
So it adds that little bit of extra flavour as well.
Yeah, definitely.
And there we are, is our chicken jambalaya.
Lovely.
Let it try?
Yes, let's do it.
Go for it. Here we are. Truth's in the tasting.
Yeah, it's great. Nice and crunchy from the peppers.
Yeah.
The rice is nice and soft. It's soaked up all the tomato. I think it's another hit.
We like that.
Brilliant. Stuart, thank you so much for showing us these dishes today. They were both delicious and I think children will be really excited to see these on the menu at lunchtime.
You're welcome.
It's also been great to put our simple principles into practice by creating flavourful, exciting dishes that contain lots of diversity, as well as taste cuisines from around the world. And of course, we've created these dishes with budget in mind, as always. If you liked what you saw today, head over to Bidfood Direct, where you can see these recipes plus more that our education chefs have created for you. Before you go, if you found this video useful, please hit the like button, make sure you're subscribed, and we'll see you next time on the Bidfood Kitchen.
Woo!